Did you know that Tupac Shakur's family history is filled with intrigue? This fantastic tale covers significant moments from more than 4 decades ago. On October 20, 1981, a serious event unfolded. Mutulu Shakur, Tupac's stepfather, became a target. The FBI placed him on their most wanted list. Why? He had ties to the Black Liberation Army, and was wanted for serious crimes. First, let's explore who Mutulu Shakur is. He was a prominent figure in the Black Liberation Army. This group aimed to fight for the rights of African Americans during civil unrest. Next, let's discuss the events leading up to that fateful day. There were robberies and violent confrontations. These incidents were linked to the group's radical beliefs. Authorities considered Mutulu a key player in these actions. Now, let's break down the Black Liberation Army's impact. This group emerged during the Civil Rights Movement. They believed in armed resistance against oppression. Their actions sparked intense government responses. Imagine living in a tense environment during this time. The government hunted down individuals who challenged authority. With constant surveillance, many felt the weight of scrutiny on their backs. As we dive deeper, let's touch on Tupac's upbringing. He grew up in a politically charged household. His lineage shaped his views and identity. Now, think about the effects of having a figure like Mutulu as a stepfather. It influenced Tupac's music and his beliefs. His lyrics often highlighted systemic issues. To summarize, the story of Mutulu Shakur is layered and complex. His actions led to significant historical moments. Tupac's legacy is deeply intertwined with his family's past. So, how does this connect to you? Understanding our history helps us appreciate today. If you found this fascinating, explore more about Tupac and his family. Like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Mutulu Shakur's story isn't just about his involvement with the Black Liberation Army, it's also about the shadows that loom over his legacy. His actions reverberated through the lives of those around him, especially Tupac, who navigated the turbulent landscape of his family's history. This environment cultivated an artist, who would eventually rise to fame and challenge societal norms through his music. The dichotomy of violence and artistry surrounding Tupac adds a profound depth to his narrative, illustrating the complex interplay of personal and political influences on his life. The journey of Tupac's upbringing goes beyond mere familial ties, it weaves through the fabric of a larger narrative filled with struggle and resilience. Mutulu's role in the Black Liberation Army instilled a sense of purpose and urgency in Tupac, shaping his worldview as he faced systemic injustices. Growing up amid the reverberations of activism and violence, Tupac absorbed lessons that would manifest in powerful lyrics, reflecting not only his pain but also the dreams of countless others aspiring for change. Each verse served as a testament to the complexity of his environment, echoing the fight for justice and equality that defined his heritage. This legacy of resistance was not just a backdrop, it was a driving force in his art, compelling him to speak truths that resonated deeply with a generation. As we uncover more layers of his story, it's clear that both the triumphs and tribulations of his family served as the backbone of his artistic expression, making his contributions not only relevant but crucial in the dialogue about race and identity. The struggle for identity in Tupac's music often resonated with a wider audience, as he articulated feelings of frustration and hope. This connection he forged with listeners was not merely by chance, it stemmed from a lineage steeped in activism and hardship. The narratives of his ancestors became notes in his symphony of rebellion and resilience, each lyric a tribute to the battles fought and the dreams unfulfilled. In this way, Tupac's artistry was more than just a reflection of his life, it encapsulated a movement, rallying those who felt unheard and marginalized. His voice transcended personal experience, echoing the collective struggle of African Americans for freedom and justice. Mutulu's journey was marked by resilience, as he stood firm in the face of government opposition. He believed deeply in the mission of the Black Liberation Army, which further fueled his desire for social change. Ultimately, the legacy of Tupac and Mutulu Shakur reveals the profound impact of history on individual lives, reminding us that every story woven into our past shapes our present and future. Their journeys teach us the importance of understanding our roots to foster a more equitable society. The tension within Tupac's household often echoed the broader societal unrest. Family discussions were charged with intense debates, exposing young Tupac to the harsh realities of race relations in America. While his stepfather battled against systemic oppression, Tupac absorbed these lessons, crafting a worldview rich in social justice themes. Their home was a crucible of activism, pushing him to question authority and seek truth. As he grew, these early experiences became the foundation for his iconic voice, a voice that would later challenge norms and provoke thought in ways few others could. The battles Mutulu faced were not just his struggles, they were woven into the very fabric of Tupac's identity. Each conflict served as a lesson, illustrating the harshness of a world that often turned a blind eye to injustice. As Tupac navigated his teenage years, he couldn't help but internalize the stories of resilience surrounding him, which fueled his passion for artistic expression. His lyrics began to reflect not only his personal experiences but also the collective pain of his community. The power and pain of his upbringing were etched into every beat, every rhyme, urging listeners to confront uncomfortable truths. These nuances in his storytelling transcended mere entertainment, compelling audiences to engage with the deeper issues at hand. Tupac's adolescence was marked by a constant search for identity amidst turmoil, where he grappled with the expectations placed upon him by both his lineage and society. He found solace in writing, channeling his frustrations into poetry and song that served as a vehicle for his thoughts and feelings. Each piece he crafted was infused with the struggles of those who came before him, capturing the essence of the fight for justice and equality. As he transitioned into a young adult, the echoes of his family history flowed through his music, allowing him to manifest pain, hope, and resistance. His rise to fame was not merely a personal achievement, it was a testament to the collective journey of African Americans striving for recognition and respect. Through his art, Tupac became a voice for the voiceless, intertwining personal anecdotes with broader societal issues, showcasing a keen understanding of the complexities of his existence. This intricate weave of history, art, and activism created a legacy that would resonate for generations, reinforcing the importance of understanding both one's ancestry and the ongoing struggle for civil rights. As Tupac ventured further into the world of music, his artistry became a mirror reflecting the turmoil of his upbringing. Each album he produced was not only a showcase of his skills but also a canvas for his reflections on society's inequities. The pain of witnessing his stepfather's struggles, coupled with the systemic oppression faced by his community, gave Tupac a unique perspective. He understood that his platform was a powerful tool for change, and he wielded it with passion. Songs like Changes and Dear Mama served as poignant commentaries on resilience, love, and the quest for justice. Through these masterpieces, he communicated the weight of history, the dreams of his ancestors, and the urgent need for a brighter future. This connection to his heritage was not merely a backdrop, but the very essence of his work, driving him to uplift those who felt lost and unheard. The legacy of both Mutulu and Tupac was about carving a path through adversity, showing that in the face of challenges, art could be a powerful agent for transformation. As Tupac's fame skyrocketed, the pressures of his family's past loomed larger than ever. The haunting questions of legacy and identity permeated his public persona, forcing him to navigate a landscape riddled with expectations and stereotypes. Fans and critics alike were drawn to the duality of his story, a celebrated artist with roots steeped in activism, yet often portrayed through a lens of violence and rebellion. This dichotomy fueled his desire to redefine what it meant to be both an artist and an activist, challenging the narrative that sought to confine him. Each public appearance was an opportunity for Tupac to express not just his music, but also the weight of history that shaped him, reminding everyone that his story was part of a larger movement echoing through time. Amidst this whirlwind of fame, Tupac grappled with a constant internal conflict, balancing the desires of his career with the expectations of his heritage. His lyrics became a battleground, where he fought to articulate his truth against a backdrop of misconceptions. The pressures from both public perception and his family's history weighed heavily on his shoulders, yet he remained undeterred, using them as fuel for his creativity. Songs like Keep Your Head Up showcased his commitment to advocating for women and marginalized communities, effectively merging personal pain with universal themes of empowerment and hope. The complexity of Tupac's identity was not solely rooted in his family's political activism, it was amplified by the cultural waves surrounding him. As he navigated the music industry, he encountered a range of influences, from the struggles of his ancestors to the contemporary issues faced by his peers. The juxtaposition of his family legacy with the realities of fame created a rich tapestry of inspiration, leading him to craft lyrics that resonated on multiple levels. Each song became a dialogue, connecting past and present, personal and collective, urging listeners to reflect on their roles in the ongoing fight for justice and equality. In many ways, Tupac's artistry transcended entertainment, evolving into a movement that sought to empower not just himself, but an entire generation yearning for change. As Tupac's career flourished, he also faced increasing scrutiny from those who misunderstood his message. Critics often focused on the controversy surrounding him, overlooking the profound insights embedded in his work. Despite the misinterpretations, Tupac remained steadfast in his mission, believing deeply in the transformative power of his art. He continued to use his platform to address social injustice, often drawing parallels between his struggles and those of countless others, reinforcing the notion that individual pain is part of a collective heritage. The intertwined legacies of Tupac and Mutulu remind us of the profound impact familial and historical narratives can have on art and activism. Through their journeys, we are called to reflect on the importance of understanding our roots, which shapes our present engagement in societal issues and inspires future generations to continue